Fusion Labs online. Graviton Repulsor charged. Iron Man armor combat ready.
Hey, little buddy, want a ride?
Pikachu!
Yeah, whatever. I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon?
Gotcha.
On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold separately.
Hi and welcome to Brat Your Life episode 2, which we'll be talking about Pokemon today. And the big news for Pokemon fans is they just announced the 6th generation starter Pokemon for the two new Pokemon games announced for the 3DS, Pokemon Y and Pokemon X. Or X and Y or whatever you want to call them. But still, those are the new Pokemon games. That was the big news that they had planned in January. They announced that they were announcing the new Pokemon. So that's pretty cool for Pokemon fans. I haven't played Black and White yet, so I gotta catch up with those, and then I'll play X and Y, hopefully. From what I saw, it looks pretty decent, the way they're trying to incorporate the new 3DS abilities into it. So when you bike ride, you'll watch it on the 3D screen, I'm assuming, and it'll be like, you know, your back, the character's back is to you, so you'll be like looking at it and it's like popping out 3D at you. So that's gonna be kind of cool to see. But so that's the Pokemon news. But so we're here doing Pokemon today, so we're gonna go back in time to 1996 and talk about Pokemon, the little kick-ass games where you got to capture monsters in little capsule balls, and then you could do battle with them. I mean, everybody thought, you know, oh, it might not work here in America. Like that, kids fucking bought it up. I know I did. Got the cards, I got, you know, more games. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it's a really addicting game. I mean, as soon as you play it and you battle once, you're like, oh my god. And then you keep going with it and you start earning the badges and all that cool stuff. And you're just like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then you get to the Elite Four and you're like, alright, it's showdown time. And you beat them all and your fucking Pokemon are exhausted. And you have to fight your rival, and you know he's got the fucking Venusaur to your fucking Blastoise, or your fucking Blastoise to your Charizard, and you're just sitting there going, fuck me, why? And you're sitting just like, oh my god. It's just so intense that you just build up your Pokemon so high in the fucking level that you just triumph. Like, even though you use a fucking fire attack on a water Pokemon, it still like fucking KOs it regardless, because you're like such a high level over it. That this game just so much just made you so determined that like you had to beat it. Like, it pissed you off so much, you're like, must go train my Pokemon. Or you would like get your friends, be like, dude, can you give my Pokemon rare candy, or can you train it? You like trade your Pokemon and you have your friend train it, because you know he's like really good at training, or he knows how to do the fucking rare candy code, because that bastard was one of the only few kids that you knew that had internet in the 90s. Asshole. Anyways, so yeah, so you would do that just so you could beat the game. I mean, it was pretty set. The game was pretty set on making you fucking finish it. I mean, if you didn't capture all 151 Pokemon, it made sure you at least beat the Elite Four and then beat your rival. It made sure you want to at least do that. The one, getting them all in the Pokédex and then capturing them all, that is a challenge to do. But if you're a good trainer and you know how to train your Pokemon up, rare candy cheat. Anyways, you could just simply, you know, trade with your friend the Pokemon that you didn't have, and then like train that one up and then trade it back and be like, here you go. And it would count as you owning it. So that was a cheap little way to capturing them all. Yeah, Pokemon didn't expect that. We just cheat. But anyways, Pokemon, no matter what color, red, blue, gold, silver, even these weird knockoff ones, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, we all play them, no matter what. And if you haven't played it, you should pick it up. I don't care if you don't have the systems, go download the ROMs. Go download emulators for them. I don't care. Go play these games. If you haven't played these, I am telling you right now, that is one of your major things for your retro night. If you do not do that, I will personally come down there and kick your asses. But knowing how good you are, I know you'll play them. So, yeah, play the games. But yeah, Pokemon, just awesome game. It's always about just capturing them all, battling. Now it's involved into beauty shows. You can actually have your Pokemon in beauty contests, which is kind of weird. I don't approve of that, Pokemon, but nice attempt at whatever you're doing, but don't like it. Maybe you should drop it. It's kind of gay, but I can see where you're going with it. Get more females into it. I know a lot of girls think Pokemon are cute and be like, oh, what would happen if I put a bow on my Pikachu? Or some shit like that. I don't know, you know. So, just, I don't know, it's just weird that women would actually want to play a Pokemon game just to do that part of the aspect of it. Even though you have to get to, well, there's more contests and stuff, and you just have to design your outfits a little bit better. But I could probably see my little girl wanting to do that part in Pokemon, just put a bow on her Pikachu or some shit like that. I don't know, but whatever. Hey, if they can draw in more fans, that's the way to do it. You rake in more money. Good job, Pokemon. Maybe that's why you are, you know, the second best video game franchise under the Super Mario Brothers. You know, so good job on that part. I mean, because you don't see American games up there, right? You're gonna see Japanese games, because they are the shit. Even the ones that get imported and become like massively overproduced over here in America, Mario Brothers and Pokemon. But they're still good. They're still awesome. So, talking about that, we go on to my next segment. Next segment, we will be doing the Facebook questions. We'll be doing the Facebook questions next segment. So, yeah. Facebook question, and the Facebook question was, what is your favorite Pokemon? That's the first one. And then my second one was, what is your favorite colored Pokemon game? Which refers to these guys, colored ones, you know, where you capture Pokemon, you fight gym leaders, and you fight the Elite Four, not these crappy ones. Okay. So mine is, my favorite Pokemon is Mankey, because I love monkeys, and a lot of the cool Pokemon are monkeys on here. You got fucking Mankey, Primeape, Chimchar, Monferno, and Infernape, which are all badasses, by the way. And my favorite Pokemon colored game was Yellow, because it followed so much of the cartoon, so it kind of synced up. You know, you could fucking just sit there, play the fucking game while you're watching the cartoon, and you'll be like, oh my god, I'm fighting Team Rocket too, just like they are on the cartoon. So you're always excited about that. So yeah. But okay, continuing on with that, let's get to my first friend's comment. He said, well, his name is actually John, and you can just call him Jonathan to just differ him from the other two Johns I know. So we'll just call him Jonathan. All right, his choice is Lapras, because it seconds as a boat, so I can pass dolphins and shit. It's a good choice. My only problem with Lapras is, what about that big spiky thing on the back? That would hurt. And then he goes on to, I guess I'll have to say my favorite game was Pokemon Blue, since it was the first one I played. Fuck Red, Blue for life. Fuck you, John. Red's better. Continue on. My friend Sal says, I've always loved Raticate, and I know why, because it reminded him of his guinea pig. His mini guinea pigs he had. Loved Raticate, and blue version for the win. He does love his blue version. This guy's badass guy on there, Blastoise. Charizard for the win. Better choice. And my friend Joshua says Cubone, the goddamn outlaw, and then blue. My buddy Neil goes and says blue and Gyarados. Dragons. He loves dragons and shit. What do you guys say? And my buddy Martin goes yellow and Charizard. So, going for the yellow and the Charizard combination. That's a good choice. And then my friend Charlie goes, my favorite Pokemon is, oh shit, I forgot, I'm 37. Yeah, he was a little older than us when we were going through the Pokemon phases, folks. Just a little older, so he doesn't have a favorite one. He's a stubborn, old, grumpy old man. That's what he is. No, Charlie's good though, but yeah, he's a grumpy old man. Okay, so after the Facebook questions over with, pretty soon you'll be able to, I'll be posting up here sometime during the video the Facebook page, so you can find us and like us, and I'll be asking the questions as well through the Facebook page, so all your responses as well will get read as well. So I'll have my friends responding, because some of them, you know, don't watch the show, but they might want to participate in the questions. You just never know. I'll, you know, throw them in. Why not? More the merrier, right? More opinions from more retro lovers like me and you guys that watch this show will be awesome. So yeah, I will do that. My friends will be able to answer questions, but also my viewers and friends that are also my viewers can also answer the question, maybe twice. Who knows? Maybe I'll allow that. Who knows? But let's continue on to my next segment, which I entitled 5 Facts with Travis. Alright, so now it's time for 5 Facts with Travis. So this episode is about Pokemon, so I got you 5 facts that, well, they might be common to most people, but if you don't have the internet or if you just don't care to look this up, you probably won't know it, not unless you're like a hardcore fan. Like I said, if you look it up, you'll know it. But these are just some facts that I found that seem interesting to me, so I figured they might be interesting to you. So Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee, the one's the punching one, Hitmonchan is the punching one, Hitmonlee is the kicking one. One only punches, one only kicks. And Hitmonchan is actually based off of Jackie Chan. So that's kind of cool. But I don't see Hitmonchan doing a whole bunch of stunts, because that's all Jackie Chan really does is stunts. He's really hardly a martial artist anymore. But he's still a good one when he does fight. So he's awesome when he does that. And Hitmonlee is based off Bruce Lee, so he only kicks, and that's really all I really do see Bruce Lee do is kick, so kind of fitting. It works, I guess. Alright. Next one is Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath. Their swirl on their stomach is actually their intestines. And when Poliwag evolves, it actually changes when it evolves into Poliwhirl. So, just a little hint there about that, but okay. So continuing on, the Legendary 3. The first Legendary 3 Pokemon, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. Now, each one has Uno. Articuno has Uno at the end, Zapdos has Dos at the end, and Moltres has Tres at the end. So each one having Uno, Dos, Tres. 1, 2, 3, which is, you know, Spanish for 1, 2, 3. Uno, Dos, Tres. So that's kind of interesting. Didn't know that. And they also go on some of the other legendary Pokemon. The Beast ones actually do 4, 5, and 6 with their spikes or something on them, some shit like that. I don't know. Okay, and now the professors Oak, Elm, Birch, Rowan, and Juniper are all named after trees. They're actually all tree types. They're types of trees, so, and all the professors are named after it. Probably because they're wise. You know, old trees, wise, you know what I mean. Lord of the Rings, talking old trees. There you go. And the last one is all the regions in Pokemon are based on real places in Japan. I don't really know which ones, but they had the list, but I didn't want to try to sit here and pronounce them. I'll look like a damn fool. So I didn't want to bother, so sorry guys. You don't get to see me try to speak Japanese. Yeah, sorry. But moving on, we'll be going into retro pricing now and helping you find those old school games that you love so much, you know, so you can get your hands on them, maybe even help you out by finding, you know, some cheap Game Boys on eBay, you know, price range, give you somewhat of an idea you might have to spend for your retro night. So that would be the next segment we're going to, so let's go on. Alright, so it's time for retro pricing. Alright, I got your goodies here, your prices for some ways that you can get games so you can do your own retro night like I will be doing. I do my own retro nights, yes I do, people. I actually participate in them. So when I tell you to go back and play all these games, I'm actually playing them too, so just don't think I'm some guy that doesn't do that. So yeah, I actually do play the games along with you, so I like to relive it with more than one person, you know, it's fun, you know, when everybody's just having a good time remembering something cool like that, it's awesome. But let's get right into it. So let's start off with the classics, red and blue. You can find those right now on eBay from anywhere from $20 to $30. Another good one is yellow. Yellow version is $20 to $30. Gold and silver is anywhere from $10 to $20. Crystal, $10 to $20. So that's gold and silver, 10 for $20, and crystal version, 10 to $20. Let's continue on. We got ruby and sapphire. That is from $10 to $20. And then we got emerald version up next. That's 10 to 20. We got fire red and leaf green. That's $5 to $20. So it doesn't matter which version it is, that's about the price range for them. So just remember, when I say those versions next to each other, just remember that's the price range for about both versions. Diamond and pearl, you can find that right now for 10 to 20. Then you got the version that puts it all together, platinum. You can find that 9 to 20. Then you can find a remake of gold and silvers, which are called heart gold and soul silver. You can find those anywhere from $20 to $45, and that's I saw 2 heart golds going right now for $45, but they're brand new in the box, so that's why. And in black and white, still fairly new, so it's $30 to $40. And then you just got the one that just came out not too long ago, black 2 and white 2, $30 to $40 as well. And then I threw in Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2, because if you're gonna go old school with these, you want to get an N64 and fucking train up your own Pokemon and battle your fucking friends on Pokemon Stadium, right? Fuck yeah, that was the best way to fucking do it. So that's the way you want to do it. So Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2 you can find right now from $15 to $20. And I got 2 special things on here for you. The systems. Now you can get the special edition Pikachu Game Boy right now for $23 on eBay. No bidders right now, it looked. But you could probably find it somewhere else, but about $23, so it's not worth that much. The games are usually the ones that sometimes get crazy. But then someone was also selling the Pikachu N64, the one that has the lovable Pikachu on the box and all that shit. Someone was selling one for about 50 bucks. So 50 bones, you can get the Pikachu N64, get Pokemon Stadium, get the little Game Boy connector with it, don't forget that. So, and then get these games in there and just fucking pop them in, man, with your level 100 Pokemon. Oh, you guys didn't have level 100 Pokemon? I did. All my Pokemon fucking buff the fuck out. They took steroids. Well, rare candy, but you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's been retro pricing, so we're going to kick it over to the next segment. So, welcome to the next segment of the show, Travis's Toy Box. And you're probably wondering, what the fuck is this, Travis? This is actually my toy box that I've had since I was a kid. It's, if you can't see, it's actually Ninja Turtles. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. But, yeah. So, that's the segment we're going to be doing, which is Travis's Toy Box, which is usually based off of whatever we're doing, and it's Pokemon, so I got my little Koffings here because Koffings is one of my favorite Pokemon, and So I still have this. I've had this since, you know, Pokemon first came out, so this is like pretty awesome. This is probably like a collector's now. Who knows? And then I got some of my Pokemon cards here. I got my Infernape, Holographic Fire, my Charizard that can do 150 damage. Yeah, I know you guys want to see that because Charizards are always fucking rare as fuck. And I got my Monferno. I got my Chimchar. I got my Magmar. Then I got me one of my Japanese Charizards right here, 100 damage. I know you guys like to see all that shit, Charizards. I got me a Houndoom, Hitmonchan, Jackie Chan right here, everybody, Jackie Chan. And then Magmortar. Damn it. So that's what I got, but you know, there's other toys that they come out with. I mean, they have the Pokédex. And probably right now you're looking at the footage of me fucking around with one of the Pokeball Pokédexes, messing around with it and all that shit, but those are always fun. I always liked having those. I had one as a kid. I had the original Pokédex, which was kind of cool, so that was awesome. You know, you just whip it out and be like Ash and be like, bam, I even had the hat too. That was awesome that they made the hats. Burger King, you know, did the famous toy line where they had 150 toys. One for each Pokemon. And then they had some gold card ones that are in the Pokeballs and all that shit. My brother still has his. I don't have mine. Sorry. If I did, I would show them to you, but I don't have any of them. So, sorry guys. But there will be pictures, of course. I'm throwing pictures in, so don't worry about that. But yeah, so I had those. But a lot of the toys they tried some things with them and they didn't work, so they stopped doing them all entirely, but they tried their best. They tried. They really did. But Pokemon, they had some cool toys, but mainly this is where they made their money, right here. Their Pokemon cards. We got these banned from my school. I'm pretty sure everybody got these banned from their school. I mean, we used to sell them and trade them and then just like beat people, like sort of like how Yu-Gi-Oh did it. Winner takes rarest card or some shit like that. Oh my god. Fights were being broken out just over these cards. There was wars for these, man. Wars. But yeah, so we got them banned. So this is where they made their money, and they still make their money with this and the video games. I mean, this stuff, that's just trivial. Everybody wants that. That's crap. Everybody wants this, or they want these. They want the games. That's what they want. They want the cards and the games. None of this shit. Don't want. No. That's crap. Get it out of here. You want these, and you want the game. That's what you want. That's what you want. Buy decks. Buy 2 decks, or how many people are going to be in your retro night. Buy a couple decks, and just battle each other. Learn the rules again. I'm pretty sure the rules have changed. I mean, there's going to be a whole bunch of new cards and all that stuff, so just learn it. Learn it all over again. It'd be awesome. And have a little Pokemon tournament before you play your games or whatever you're gonna do. You know, that'd be kind of sweet. Let me know if you guys do a Pokemon tournament. I actually kind of want to see you guys battle. That'd be kind of awesome. I might just throw that on Retro Life if you guys do that. That'd be kind of cool. Either like an intense fucking battle with the games or an intense fucking battle with the cards. I don't care. That'd be really awesome if you guys sent footage. I mean, I'll give you guys the email address. You know, it'll probably pop up right here about now. And you guys can just send it there, and I'll download it and fucking throw it on some fucking way. I'll find a way to throw it on fucking Retro Life. That'd be awesome as fuck. So yeah, let me know if my Retro Life little retro night thing that you guys want to do inspires you to do a Pokemon tournament or have a fucking intense battle. That'd be awesome. That'd be sweet. I want it recorded. So there. That's your fucking Travis's toy box. So I'm sorry it was short. I wish I had more Pokemon stuff. I just don't. In the toy box, it's mostly Ghostbusters stuff. I'm sorry, folks, but I do have a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm still gathering more stuff. I mean, there's stuff on my walls that you guys never seen. So, I'm so sorry about this, folks. That it had to be so short. But this is how the show's gonna be going from now on. I hope you just like the segments. It'll be a lot easier for me to edit and all that stuff. So. Hi and welcome to the arcade. You may be wondering, Travis, what's the arcade? Well, this is actually a section of my house, well, apartment, that I dub my own arcade. I call it the Avengers Tower Arcade. I have comic books spewed all over the place. I mean, you get to see some of it. This is the actual arcade part of it. I mean, you can see a lot of my toys, Mega Man, I mean, Dante, Altair. You can even see Charmeleon. Oops. I accidentally knocked him down, but you got Charmeleon here. Cool dude. And you got Pikachu, and then you got some of my Monster Hunter guys. I mean, here's a good one. Suezo. I mean, you guys haven't seen him before, so that's Suezo. Well, if you guys played Monster Hunter, you have seen him. But yeah, I mean, you got some cool stuff up here. You got the Dama Maria picture, and then you got the Power Glove, instruction booklet, Eve Hypo syringe. I mean, when we get more into some more of my topics, I mean, I'll get to play with more of these toys, and you guys get to see more of the arcade and more of the other rooms. Well, not so much of the other rooms, but just the arcade, more of the movie collectors stuff, and then, yeah, that's about it. But yeah, so we're here talking about the Pokemon games. I mean, as soon as you heard that fucking song come on, you were like, oh shit, this is fucking badass. Why the fuck was I never informed about this right away? I actually got, since I was part of Nintendo Power, I actually got a VHS tape from Nintendo Power with like part of the first episode of Pokemon and some of the video footage of the game, so I already knew what I wanted for Christmas that year because of that videotape. Thank you, Nintendo Power, for that. I got hooked right on that first episode and that game footage. I was just like, oh my god, this is so fucking awesome. I had to get it. But yeah, so the first one I got was blue version. I beat blue version, gave that to my brother, then I got red version. So yeah, I got red version. No, I got blue version for my birthday one year, and I think the next year I got red version or some shit like that. But that's how it went, and I just know I ended up giving my blue version to my brother so we could do the trade and battle and all that shit. That's what we wanted to do. So that was always awesome about the Pokemon games, that you could trade. And I do have a commercial for you guys to watch about that, so I'm going to take a little break so you guys can watch that commercial. The games are awesome, I mean everything, but if you want to do it old school, I say do Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, and Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Just for the old school. I say do all those for your retro night. If you don't have the money and don't want to actually go out and buy the games, that's cool too. Still though, go out and at least download them, you know, go to some ROM and emulator websites and get those. Remember, that is illegal. The only way it's legal is if you actually own the actual games. So like if I download Gold and Silver, I guess it technically wouldn't be illegal since I actually own the games, so I don't know how that works, but that's what I heard. I don't know. But so yeah, I recommend getting Gold and Silver, and then going out and getting Red, Blue, Yellow, and Crystal, and doing that all for your retro night. If you go out and buy them, that's awesome, because you're cool. You're actually living that retro night. But other than that, just go out and live it. I mean, the gameplay's solid, no matter what game you're playing. Even the newer ones are really awesome. Get the new ones if you want to. They're really, really good. Just don't get the Mystery Dungeon series. I say no to that. Like, this one's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. I say no. Don't get these ones. These ones are crap. I mean, I don't even know why I have it, but don't get it. They're really crappy. They're nothing like capturing Pokemon battle and blah blah blah, this and that. It's more just Pokemon based with the cutesy Pokemon. It's more for a girl game, I guess, if you want to say. It's less of the dress up factor, but they're girl games, I guess. Yeah. But yeah. So don't even bother. Just get those games. get them blue, red, yellow, gold, silver, and crystal, and just have that as your collection of Retro Night gamage. If you just want to do red, like one from each one, like do red and then do yellow, you have to at least do yellow, and because that one puts both red and blue together and you have all the Pokemon, so it'd be different that time around because you have all the Pokemon, plus you'd be more of part of the anime, you'd be battling Team Rocket and shit like that, so that's even cooler. But then play either gold or silver and then play crystal. So play one of those, you know, either gold and silver, but you also have to at least play crystal because like I said, they put both games together into one. So yeah, do that. And that's your gamage for Retro Night. I mean, so start doing that tonight, tomorrow, whenever. So Retro Night it up with those games. Okay, so we talked a bunch about Pokemon and stuff like that, but now it's time for the movies and the cartoon show. First off, the movie. There's tons of them. Just watch the first one. All the other ones suck balls. If you're gonna watch a Pokemon movie, watch Pokemon, the first movie, Mewtwo Strikes Back, I believe. But it's Pokemon, the first movie. Watch it. It's awesome. It's the best one. I mean, it does have kind of a NSYNC soundtrack to it, which it actually is NSYNC, but hey, the movie was good. The movie was awesome. All the other ones suck. I've seen some of them. I didn't really like them because of the fact that they keep adding all new Pokemon into it. It just fucks up everything. That's why I like this one, because it does show like a little sneak peek at some of the new Pokemon that they were going to show, you know, for Gold and Silver, and you're just like, oh my god, what the fuck is that Pokemon he's fighting at the fucking beginning of the movie? Because you didn't know what the fuck that was. All you knew it was called Dolphin or some shit like that. Well, you figured it out after a while, but it's called Dolphin, but you're just like, what the fuck? And then fucking Pokemon Gold and Silver finally come out, and then you're like, oh, that's what the fuck it was. But yeah, so I recommend just watching the first movie. That's it. Another thing is VHS tapes. You can pick these up at some thrift stores, or even any place that sell VHS tapes. If not, you can also just pick up the DVDs at like FYEs and Zia Records and stuff like that. Any like places that sell used DVDs, they've more likely got these. But I got this one, the Fighting Tournament one. This one's got the Punchy Pokemon, Sparks Fly for Magnemite, and Dig Those Diglets. So yeah, good stuff all the time. I mean, you get 3 episodes on tape, but Pokemon's still running. They still got new seasons. I always preferred the original, you know, the ones that I grew up watching. I don't like the newer ones, so kind of gayish. I don't know. It's just how the characters act now. They're just like, but yeah, Ash had more guts back then in these than he did back in the now ones. But just go out and get some of these. I mean, they're awesome. I mean, it's also great to have for your collection too. I mean, if you ever start a collection, so go out and just get these. I mean, so the review for this Retro Life is get red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and crystal. Play all those. Those are gonna be your games. If you happen to download the movie soundtrack, go ahead and listen to some NSYNC while you're playing those games. Watch the movie or one of the movies. Maybe download some episodes. I'm pretty sure you can find some episodes. They probably got some on YouTube or some shit, but if you want to download some, just find some websites to download them off of. And remember, that is highly illegal. I'm not encouraging you to go do that, because you can do it the legal way and go out and buy these, and you won't get fined for thousands of dollars. I'm just saying, if you have no other means, if you can't find these, if you don't have a VHS player, just go download it. I know, people are like, don't encourage downloading. Well, this time I'm encouraging it because everybody needs a childhood. If you don't have a childhood, I mean, you're screwed up in the head. I mean, you need a childhood. And right now, even though you're an adult, sometimes it's best to go back to your childhood. It makes you happy. So, remember, review for your Retro Night tonight. Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal. Any one of those. You can even play the new ones. This is my point of view. Get some of the VHS tapes. If you can't, download them. Get one of the movies. Pretty much gotta get Pokemon. first movie. If you can't, get one of the other ones, watch those. But Pokemon, one of the best franchises right now. It's still growing. I mean, it's still up there with Mortal Kombat and all those good ones like Super Mario Brothers and all that. It still outsells some great video games. I mean, Pokemon's better than Dead Space. Well, not as a gameplay thing. I'd rather play Dead Space, but selling shit to kids? I mean, look at this shit. This, you got the cards. I mean, you got the little toys. You got the movies. I mean, Pokemon's everywhere. Pikachu's in the fucking Macy Days parade now. So yeah, that's your retro night. Get it up, get living it. Remember, retro night, and who better else to tell you than your own show, Retro Life. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.